shogunate Japan. We have peasants, merchants, and craftspeople. Social structure of feudal Japan. First of all, we have the peasants. Peasants' main occupations were farmers and fishermen. They filled up 90% of the population and were a high class in the Japanese feudal social structure. Artisans. Artisans' main occupations were craftspeople. They were considered quite a low class, spending most of their time building decorations and household objects for merchants to sell. Merchants. Merchants' main occupations were salespeople. They sold material objects and tools made by the artisans to sell to peasants. Peasants' role in shogunate Japan. The peasant class was made up of farmers, fishermen, etc. They were of a very high social class, higher than merchants and craftspeople. They were highly honored because they were produced, including nobles. The peasants would be respected more or less depending on how much food they produced. Although they were respected, that didn't mean they were treated well. They lived under a crushing tax burden, had to give up almost all their food to the nobles, leaving only a very, very small portion to keep themselves, and the nobles also had the authority to kill a peasant on the spot. Peasants were usually very poor and didn't have enough money to treat sickness or injury, so instead they used natural remedies and medicinal herbs. They clothed themselves in straw, including coats, hats, etc. Merchants' role in shogunate Japan. Merchants made up the lowest class. They were looked down upon all, including peasants, craftspeople, nobles, etc. They were down at the bottom of the community, unlike other civilizations, because they were considered to be cheating off farmers, taking their business and credit. Because of this, many were forbidden to communicate with merchants, and resulting in a sort of isolation towards all merchants. Merchants made their money by selling the works of craftspeople and farmers. Although disrespected, they were able to gain large fortunes, and as society got older, their isolation became much less severe. Craftspeople sat in the middle of the lower classes, above merchants, but below peasants. Unlike merchants, they received some respect. They produced great things and were credited for this. They created great things such as weaponry, armor, furniture, decorations, clothing, etc. They were able to live a considerably great lifestyle, similar to that of a peasant. Thank you for watching this documentary by Alex, Charrett and Cameron Lobb.